Welcome to part 20 of Phantasy Star 4. We're gonna do some more side quests today because we're at the end of the game and I'm kind of obligated to. Now that I'm finished Silver Soldier, which looks suspiciously similar to Silver Surfer, I'm just gonna go down the list and start with Staying in Life. This mission is pointless. My two daughters have left the village and have not returned since. Please find out where they are. That is the message. The fee offered if you bring them home is an incredible 50,000 Meseta. Quite a generous guy. You will need to cross the ocean for this job. Will you take on this request? Yes, because I have the Hydrofoil, the best vehicle in the game. To get to Uzo, which is where the client is, you need to go south, which is kind of weird because of how the island is lined up with the rest of the map. You might have to go a little bit west too. Okay, so south of here and a little bit to the west. I think I got it. Watch me get lost. You can still encounter wildlife in the Hydrofoil. The weapons aren't as good as the other two tanks though. For one thing, the weapons are extremely limited, and two, the Hydrofoil does not have that much health. Another fight with forest flies. I don't even know how flies manage to get over the water. Don't flies hate water? What's going on there? I guess they're probably half mosquito too. Grass hounds. Yeah, we could just fry them. The X burst is awesome. Not only does it have a cool name, but it has a cool effect of lightning too. Oh god, where am I going? You see, the island of Uzo is just really inconspicuous, like you would probably miss it a couple of times, unless you have the map, which I sure as hell don't. But then again, you could look it up on the internet. The good old interwebs, where Simon's Quest is actually a manageable game now. But no, seriously, where is this place? I know this can't be Uzo. No, it's forest flies and grass hounds again. Ha, he missed. Now die. Okay, now I think we should be at Uzo, right? Wrong. We're not at Uzo. Honestly, where the fuck is Uzo? Got some unique enemy types in the water called the Hugillas, which are really allergic to electricity attacks. Because water. Here we go, now we're at Uzo. Tarinko! I was not supposed to come here yet. Anywho, on the way to Uzo for real this time, we got a palette swap with the enemies I fought earlier, and they're just as allergic to electricity as ever. But then again, electricity should be deadly to everybody since it's a really dangerous element. Now we're at Uzo. This is the village Uzo on the planet Motavia. Okay, that is a weird line. Do you really need to explain the planet we're on too? Nobody says that we're on Philadelphia Earth. That's just stupid. Let's explore the town. This is actually a kind of quaint area. This is a desert island. Until recently we built small ships and went to the mainland, but with the appearance of these mysterious monsters, I wouldn't want to try anymore. Just once I like to go to the mainland. I hear there's a Motavia Academy full of cultured people, and a marketplace that sells everything. Trust me, that marketplace is ass. It sucks. I wonder what has become of them. Well, we shall find out, because that's what we're here for. I don't know. I haven't commissioned anybody from the Hunters Guild for anything. Huh? Yeah, it was actually this woman right here that commissioned us. I told them not to do it, but my two daughters made a wrath and they headed to the mainland to do some shopping at some market. But it's been a month now and there's no sign of them. I don't even know if they made it safely to the mainland or not. My husband is so stubborn and obstinate. He carries on like that, but in truth, he's even more worried than I. Please find our daughters for us. Will do! Now, there was an optional cutscene that plays if you choose to sleep at the end in Iato, but I didn't do it. Who are you people? You sure have weird taste coming to a village like this, where there's nothing to see, nothing good to eat, and nothing to catch. Well, it's not like I came here by choice. Do you know about a cloak called Freight Mantle? It's light, but they say it has great protective powers. Yeah, and that Freight Mantle is way outdated for this part of the game. Our family has been a music-loving bunch for generations. One of our ancestors really loves playing the flute. I'm not one for the flute, honestly. I'm just not musically or orally gifted enough to play the flute. I know that sounded really suspect when I said orally, but you know what I mean. But that doesn't matter. The shopping sisters are going to be in Iato. And I'm just going to teleport there because I have the power. Yes, I know. You have the power. Honestly, I don't even know how the solar system has not collapsed yet because of all four of these guys' powers, as well as Dark Force. But the best way we can stop these guys is to put them in jail. No, I'm kidding. The sisters are in jail. But why are they in jail though? This seems so weird. Blast! I'll dig a hole in the floor. Good luck with that. Anyway, let's talk to these ladies. We came from far away to do some shopping, but we got a little carried away. So much so that we couldn't pay for our rooms and got caught. What? You have a request from my parents in Uzo? Is that right? But there's a watchman standing guard all the time. There's no way I can go home. Well, we could just talk to the guard. I'm sure he'll let you out. Those sisters? They've got a 10-year sentence, so they say. Just for loitering? Let them out? No way. Well, if you post their bail, I don't see why I can't let them out. The amount? Their bail is at 50,000 Meseta. Wow, son of a bitch. Their bail is at 50,000 Meseta. Are you going to pay? What? You'll post their bail. How magnanimous of you. Yep, payment received in full. Here you go, take them away. God damn it. We just lost a good chunk of that money. But the good news is we get that money right back. This mission sucks. Well done on bringing her back home, even though there's two of them. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. I'll be sending your commission fee to the guild right away. Apparently they went on an unlimited shopping spree and in the end, left without paying their food and hotel bills. Is that really a cost for a 10-year sentence though? I mean, that's kind of draconian if you think about it. You stole this candy bar from a store and you get caught? Life sentence! Sure you are. Why would you even cross the sea just to go shopping? What sense does that make? None. It makes no sense. It's nonsense. So let us collect the money that we lost and be on our way. You look kinda dissatisfied. Is anything wrong? It's nothing. Well, I can't imagine anything can be amiss. After all, you received your fee. Please come again to the Hunters Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters. I feel cheated. You didn't win, but you didn't lose anything either. Let it be. This once. No, I'm sour about that. We're supposed to win all the time, damn it. Anyway, let's go for this next mission, or the next mission, Dying Boy. This already sounds morbid as hell. There's a request from Mr. Culvers of Tarinko via letter transmission. My son has fallen ill. I would like to discuss a certain plan I have to deal with this matter. I will go into more detail after we meet. That is the message. Well, I can't say no to that. The only problem is we're going to need to cross the sea. In that case, please go to the village of Tarinko to get more details directly from Mr. Culvers. Tarinko is south of Monson. Well, good thing I went to Tarinko now that I could just teleport there. Tarinko is another island town which is on the east side of the planet. East side of the planet, not east. I gotta pronunciate better. What kind of clothes are in style over in the mainland? Pretty much the same clothes they're wearing since they're limited sprites. I'm good at making rafts out of logs. I used to go to the mainland once in a while, but now I'm too afraid of the monsters. Can't blame ya. Earthquakes, abnormal climate, outbreak of monsters. For us here on an isolated island, we can't tell what's going on in the world today. What's the mainland? Is it really such a great place? It's relative. Our terraced fields are the pride of this village. Look at what a wasteland it is now. A strange flock of birds flew from the northeast and ate our fields. The person who lives in this house is kinda strange. He likes those birds that eat our fields. Because of this, he's being ostracized by the other villagers. This could be setting up something. What? You've come from the mainland? How unusual. Well, it's not that unusual. Okay, maybe it is because we're in a giant tank that crosses the ocean, but it's not that unusual. This is terrible! Ah! Anyway, these guys are really irritated about their crops being eaten. And I don't blame them, because farmer's life is a bitch. But recently we haven't been able to fish. What with the monsters and the fields have been eaten by the birds. Now we can barely find food for ourselves. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Anyway, let's ignore that until next part. I'm going to talk to the parents first, and then the kid. Are you the hunters from the guild? Yes. What was your first clue? My son has become ill, but actually the doctor said that he's been cured. Wait, what? But my son is convinced that he's going to die, that he can't be cured. It's one of those so-called psychological illnesses. Back in the days where there weren't many monsters, we used to take family trips to Termi. If only we could take him now, but that's not possible. If we showed him something that is connected to Termi, it might get his strength back. Please, could you go and buy something from the gift shop at Termi? How can I say no to this? I gotta help the boy. I'm gonna die. I don't have long. The village of Termi, where we used to take family trips. My son took to that place greatly. He was especially delighted to see the statue of the heroine on the hill. He said, even though she's a woman, she looks cool, and he wants to be strong and conquer evil people too. But now this. Phantasy Star was pretty groundbreaking for its time because it was one of the first games to feature a female protagonist in the main role. Along with Metroid, but Metroid kept that a secret until the end. Phantasy Star was more or less upfront with the fact that you're playing as a girl, and also one of the main designers and main directors of the game and the series is a woman. So yeah, the series is way more ahead of its time than you think. Okay, so I got off topic there. What you want to get is the Alice Sword. And I'm buying a whole bunch of other stuff like the wood carving and the pennant for Chas's house. I don't know why, but I'm going to get those anyway. What's more important is the Alice Sword. Now let's take the sword back to the kid. You can use the Alice Sword in combat, but it's really terrible. I wouldn't recommend it. It does 1 to 10 HP in damage. Which would make for a really neat challenge run, just gimp Chas's abilities like that, but hey, it's in the game. I should probably try that next time I play this. I know I keep saying that this game is a bit on the easier side, but I really wonder if using the Alice Sword would make a difference. Which probably would be the case, but then again you have 3 to 4 other characters backing Chas up at all times. So it probably wouldn't make the game too much harder. I ask this of you knowing full well how impertinent it is to ask this of a hunter. Please buy a souvenir from Termi for my son. Don't worry man, I got the sword right here. I got the sword! Which is really just a piece of plastic, but still, I got the sword! Ready? Now watch. Dynamic animations! Which looks kind of flimsy, but cool I guess. This sword is filled with the strength and courage of the heroine Alice. Here, it's for you. Now you get better! Oh yes, thank you! I feel like I'm getting better already. I hope you are. Was he even really sick? Oh, it's a miracle. My son has recovered. It's all thanks to you. You're the second hero. Thank you so much. I'll remit... Wait, he remit what? What even is remit? Thank goodness my son has recovered. Yeah, about that second hero line? No, we're technically the third hero. Why does everybody forget about Ralph? Oh wait, he was a boring character, that's why.